me. So therefore, no one ever came out to the day. And I've been trying to get this this been doing almost 2 years. I've been trying to get this situation handled almost 2 years. And then I got a repair number, and that's 37413. That's the repair number. And then when I come down here to the water department, they tell me to call a phone number to the y'all law department, I guess y'all lawyers, whoever, and they never answer the phone. And then they gave me a MGov water department damage claims. I did all that, and I still haven't heard nothing from y'all. And my basement was damaged. You know, my basement walls was damaged. I had to remove mold. I had to do a lot of repairs, and I haven't got one phone call. But when the water main broke over in Southwest Detroit, y'all jumped on that right away, and I'm still waiting on an answer.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank me. What you gonna do about it?
Name and your neighborhood?
My name is, can you hear me? My name is Michael Evans. My neighborhood is the city of Detroit. I own several businesses throughout the city. That's why I'm saying the city of Detroit. With a whole bunch of drainage fees, and I was trying to wonder, is the plan for the city to build ponds to catch the water? Because I believe if we don't build ponds or lakes in the neighborhood, while we got all this empty land available, that you're gonna run all us business people out of business trying to pay drainage fees. So I think with the drainage fees money that y'all collecting now, that y'all can build catch bases throughout the city, and we can take the burden off these drainage fees, because they're very, very high. I don't know if the Great Lakes Authority or the city, I don't know what department it is, but I'm just saying, if it ain't y'all, someone should, you know, get a map and stop doing things the same way. We all understand that the drainage lines are, you know, tore up. I got a home in Vegas. They got big open drainage where it just right up the street from the mountains. But we have to do something to lower these drainage bills, because new investment, old investment, like we ready to leave the city. And it's gonna be hard to bring new investors in the city of Detroit. Well, not really, because they got the money to build big ponds in their parking lot. But the residents and the small businesses on 6, 7, 8 Whittier, we can't go into y'all system and build a pond. But it's very, very expensive to make the citizens and the businesses pay these drainage fees. It's very expensive. And we need to work something out. All right? Okay.
Yes, I'm going to ask Mr. Brown, if you don't mind, could you speak to, particularly the area where we started out over there near Woods Park, where we are doing something similar to, or begin to move in something similar to what he's speaking on?
Mr. Kinlock, Sam Smalley, Deputy Director. The Far West Project, formerly known as West Warren, far west side of the city, yes, we did create a stream where we intercept the stormwater, divert it to a meandering kind of stream. I wouldn't quite call it a pond or a lake. And that stormwater, after being allowed the opportunity to settle so that it meets permit requirements for discharge, is directly discharged to the Rouge River. We also have another 30-acre project being environmentally reviewed right now that will be funded by the Community Development Block Grant Disaster Recovery from the August 23 event. It's a $25 million grant. It will also create a similar situation as the Far West. All of these projects are designed to either get the stormwater out of the system altogether, or at the very least, slow it down. We also have some similar type projects. We have the West Chicago North, West Chicago South, Schoolcraft North, Schoolcraft South, and we have studies going all over the east and west side. All of these are meant to mitigate the flood risk throughout Detroit.
The reason why I said that, but the reason why I raised this point is because initially, if you can recall, I was like, what are you all doing? Grabbing land that could potentially be used. But then you explained the overarching benefit of how those residents and businesses in those areas would be able to see reduced bill associated with their, you know.
I can't say with a straight face that the bills would go down.
You said that there'll be some benefit. You didn't.
All of our efforts are to mitigate flood risk. Since the early 90s, DWSD, in its former role, has spent over $1.5 billion on combined sewer overflow. All of that was meant to improve water quality. What we're focused almost exclusively now on is flood risk mitigation. There are opportunities where flood risk and water quality align, and those are some of the projects that we're moving forward right now. I will also add that MDOT has over probably $700 million worth of stormwater improvements within the city of Detroit. They're removing a significant amount, over 500 million gallons on an annual basis of stormwater that enters our sewer system today.
Okay, so on another note, as we have been continuing to have conversations about the drainage fee issue that we consistently are plagued with by residents each month, just want us to continue to have those conversations and probably forward-facing some plans of how we can get those drainage fees further reduced. Yeah, thank you.
And businesses, there are things that they can do to get a reduced drainage fee.
Commissioner Davis. Piggybacking on, thank you, Mr. Chairman, piggybacking on Commissioner Kinlock and Deputy Director's comments. It seems to be a couple of years ago, I requested, or this board requested a map of all of the drainage sites that the department had done and were planning to do, and I was just wondering whether or not that would be helpful if you put that up on that site that you just mentioned, so people would know, or get it out some other way. But I know that there's been continuing efforts to mitigate the flood.
Put that on our website, and we can also provide the board an update at our January meeting.